want to talk about. Let's say I'm inviting you to a party. Let's go to a restaurant. I'm inviting you and a couple of friends. Let's celebrate my friend's birthday. I'm gonna celebrate my friend's birthday. Do you expect that person to pay everyone's bill? What's your expectation on that?
Irvin, you're an expert.
Oh no,
you're the expert.
You know what? I think a good rule of thumb is, if you're inviting and it's your idea, and you explicitly say I'm gonna pay for you, I think that's fine. But I think if the other person doesn't tell you explicitly, I'm gonna be paying for you, I don't think you should assume that they're gonna pay for you.
But okay, so you make the phone calls though.
Yeah.
See, let's say my sister is having her birthday. And I bring Rocio and I bring Oli. And me and my sister meet up, and I call some of her friends, my sister's friends from childhood. Would you like to join us at a restaurant for her birthday? We're going to be celebrating. Now, he made the phone call to invite them to come and celebrate if they want to join us to celebrate with the birthday girl.
Yeah.
Now, is it his obligation because he's the man to pay for everybody's bill? Is it his obligation because he invited people to come to the restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now it gets really tricky. There's two here.
I don't think it's tricky at all.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I understand, but I understand how people might misunderstand.
I think there's a lot of selfishness.
No, I think it's entitlement in terms of we're all girls here, and you made all the phone calls, and you're the man. Yeah, but I don't owe you anything. This is your friend. If you want to come, I know we're all going to say, well, we all pay for each other, but we're here to celebrate for her. But somebody made that invitation. So I think that's where they feel entitled to go, oh, well, then you invited me, and that's it. And you're a man? Even better.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
Not only did you call me, but you're the man of the table, and then you're the only one here, then you should pay.
So expect never to be invited again.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, settled. What about on a date? On a date, who should pay, male or female? Or whoever invites, if it's same sex.
Yeah.
Look, personal preference. No psychology. I'm super traditional. I pay. Like the guy pays. That's just me though. I'm not saying it's the right answer. I'm just saying that's how I go.
You don't think couples should split the bill?
Well, look, for me, if the couple is happy doing that, no issues.
This is where I think times have changed. Because if you're going to complain about going to the Olive Garden, then we can go to Fred's Eagles, we can go wherever you want, but we're splitting the bill. Because if you get to decide where I have to take you, then we're splitting the bill. But if I decide, I'll pay the whole bill. But it's under what I can afford, not what you want. You understand? Because people tell me, oh no, nowadays you split the bill. Like, oh, yeah, apparently, because now you're also picking the restaurant. I remember when I would take you wherever I can afford. And now you're going, no, I want Fred's Eagles. Okay, then now we're splitting the bill. I'm a modern kind of guy. I'm that modern kind of guy now. If you're that modern kind of girl that doesn't go to a Sizzler, then I'm that modern kind of guy that splits the bill.
You know what, though? That's actually a really good thing you brought up, though, right? Well, no, I guess if the woman is expecting the man to be traditional, no problem. But if you're a modern woman, why are you expecting someone to be traditional when you yourself aren't even being traditional?
Yes, you should just go wherever he decides to take you to have dinner. He invited you to dinner. He's going to take you wherever he can afford.
Oh, see that?
Do you understand?
Attention, ladies.
I'm just saying, when you girls start picking the restaurant, you can also start picking it up and pick up the bill.
All right, KFC's good.
All right, there you go. See, now I'll agree
I like
with
me the fried chicken. Oh, man. Okay, what do you guys think about hanging around with people that have good marriages? If you want a good marriage, you should hang out with people that have good marriages, or it doesn't matter. It shouldn't affect your marriage. Do you guys think that it does affect what people you hang out with as a couple with other couples? Like,
yeah, absolutely. Something my mom would always tell me is, tell me who you walk with and I'll tell you who you are. She always would tell me
so annoying,
like that,
huh?
that type of, it is, and that's an important thing because who you surround yourself with are going to absolutely influence you. It's interesting. There's in psychology, there's a term called the Michelangelo effect. And it's really interesting because when two people get together, the Michelangelo, he's an artist. He sort of paints his masterpiece, what he wants, his vision, right? The same thing happens in relationships. You kind of do that to each other. You sort of influence each other in a positive way, hopefully. That's the Michelangelo effect. And that's a good thing. Well, guess what? That happens also with friends. And if you have a bunch of friends that are single, they're getting drunk, they don't prioritize marriage, and those are your friends, and
I'm
you're
right
trying to have
here,
a good
bro.
marriage.
I'm right
I know.
here.
That's why I was looking at you, bro. That's why I was looking at you.
Okay.
All right.
And you know, you have people that don't prioritize that. Think about it. If you're gonna fight with your guy and you go and cry to your friends, what kind of advice are they gonna give you? Probably not good advice. At least that's conducive to your marriage. So it's important that you do hang around people that have priorities just like you. You know? So
I agree.
that's my 2 cents on it.
I say that's the reason I don't do coke. No, you're laughing. You're laughing. No, you're laughing. But I made it a point in my life.
Because
I
Irvin
understood.
doesn't do coke?
Yeah, and I surround myself with people that don't find that to be okay.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah. There's so many people in my industry that are into heavy drugs. They are into heroin, cocaine, and all these other heavy drugs. I get it. But I also don't associate with them because they're going to give me access to it at any time, and it's going to be acceptable in that circle. See, if I did that around him or anybody else that doesn't do it, it's frowned upon. One of them would step in, or one would say, "No, I'm good, bro. I'd rather not kick it today. I don't party like that." And so that stops you from doing these things. So you got to make it a point in my life. I have to surround my people that are not going to do these things, because I will fall into that trap too. Because they make it so accessible, because it's there. It's really true. If you're around that shit, you're going to end up doing that shit because they're all accepting of it. They go, yeah, come with us. Like,
it's kind of like when you hang out after in the green room, and like everybody, when you're done with your show, and then they're like, "Oh, let's go party."
Yeah, last night we were done at the Ice House. They're like, "We're gonna go to a salsa club." And like, "You're gonna go to a salsa club. I'm gonna go home."
my salsa dancer is sleeping.
Yeah, I'm gonna salsa my ass back to my bed.
I'm glad you salsa did. Yes, you better salsa your way back home.
Yes, I'm coming home. I don't need this shit in my life.
Well, what about we have friends, that say sleeping in different rooms is better as a spouse, right? Like you sleep in your room, I sleep in my room. We all have our own little area. Do you think that's healthy?
Carmen Diaz was saying we should have 2 houses.
That's not the friend that I was talking about.
I was like, what the?
You're like, that's
no, I know, but Carmen Diaz, no. I say it because Carmen Diaz says we should. But
I have 2 houses.
Yeah, we should make it common for couples to do this type of thing. We should normalize it. We should normalize it. I said, what? Yeah, we should normalize living in 2 different houses or sleeping in 2 different rooms. We should really normalize it. First of all, who's buying 2 houses?
Yeah, I was like,
who's buying 2 houses, man? We can't even buy one.
$700,000 for a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
I wish I had 2 rooms. You want 2 houses? Normalize rent. Normalize mortgages. That's what you should normalize. What world do you live in, Carmen Diaz? You think, seriously? 2 houses. Hola, no quieren nada.
But bringing it back to to normalize normal behaviors or normal what's safe, right? Mm-hmm. Let's bring it down to just 2 rooms. Is it safe? You think it's safe for a husband and a wife to sleep in separate rooms? Irvin, I'm gonna give it to you first.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you faced this before.
I have, and I've actually had people that they moved out. Actually, kind of like Cameron Diaz.
Really?
They literally I think he kept his old apartment or whatever living situation, and they ended up like spending time apart. And for them, it worked. But here's the thing though, with that.
Did they have kids?
No, they were young. They were a young couple, which that's a big
factor.
That's
right?
a big factor, yeah. But the other thing too was, I think the only reason it worked for them is if you're gonna do something like that, you have to be very intentional about spending time together.
Yeah.
Because the problem is you start to take away some of the intimacy of living together, and separation could happen. Distance could start happening if you are not mindful of it. You guys can start to drift apart, because I've seen stuff like that before. Even moving to a different room, people will drift apart. So if you're going to do something like that, you have to just be mindful to actually spend time together, Although too much time around each other is also a bad thing, by the way.
See,
yeah.
That's why I told Rocio we should have 2 different bathrooms.
Do you agree?
2 different bathrooms. I think it's healthy.
What?
Not 2 different bedrooms, 2 different bathrooms.
Oh, for sure, 2 different
2
bathrooms.
different bathrooms. Can you imagine that? That's great. That saves marriages. That's encouraging.
I think bathrooms. I think
Yeah.
bathrooms would be great
Yeah.
if you can afford that.
2 different bathrooms.
No, there's this great book that I actually want to get. It's called Mating in Captivity. It's a relationship book. And it was basically saying that spending too much time together can start to familiarize you too much with that person, where you start being almost like siblings, like roommates. And some of the romance kind of goes away because you're in each other's space all day. It gets to the point where you're like, I'm kind of like tired, like go to the other room or something.
Yeah.
Or go do something else. And so you have to have a push and pull in the relationship that's healthy, where you give enough distance that you kind of miss each other.
Yeah.
And that way when you come back, it's great. But not so much that you guys start separating too much and distance starts happening, right? You start drifting apart. So you do have to actually have a nice little balance.
See, that's why I made the studio. See, I stay here. It's for,
Sure.
for our relationship. It's
No,
not
but
for me.
but
I
it
did
makes
for
total
us.
sense because when you leave out of town, it's
Yeah.
a little nice.
Hey, I'm
I miss
here.
you.
damn. No, I'm
I
joking.
miss you because I see you all day, every day. You know what I mean? Don't you miss me?
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, of course. Yeah. I said yes. It's abuse. It's abuse.
Irvin, I hope you're writing notes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you want to live separately, Richard?
No, of course not.
Okay.
No, I don't have money for that.
Right? Yeah, it's a money thing. It's not
It's a definite money thing.
What do you think about okay, since we've covered that we can't afford 2 houses. We've covered that. Splitting finances. Should it be 50-50?
Money.
Money-wise, yeah. Should you pay half of everything in the household, and should I pay half of everything in the household? Or should you base it on something?
Have you ever had that problem? Has anybody ever came, well, she doesn't pay this, and they don't pay their half?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how do you deal with that? Do you go through their finances and go, okay, well, it's obvious. Or do you just say, how do you feel that? Because you don't know financially what really is going on in the relationship. You're going based on what he's telling you and what she's telling you.
What if one makes 150,000 and the other one's only making 50,000?
Yeah, absolutely, right?
Yeah.
Well, for me, the first thing I do before I start getting into numbers is I ask each of them, like, what is your expectation? Like, what is it that you want? Like, you're being selfish. What do you want? And that way I can start to work with that, right? Versus looking at numbers is like, well, I'm trying to figure out a problem without them even telling me what they want in the first place. So I asked, like, for example, let's say, for example, I had one where the guy did make a little bit more money and the girl made a little bit less. And I asked her, what is it that you want, preferably in the relationship, if you could ask? She said, I'm going to be honest. I want him to do more of the load financially. Not only does he make more, but that's how I look at a man. I want a man to take care of me. Okay, no problem. So I look at her, or rather the guy, and he's like, well, you never told me that. We never talked about it.
Okay.
Like, I'm over here thinking 50-50 because that's how it was when we were dating, but we never actually had that conversation. And so now, like, she's over here kind of being resentful, like, oh, he doesn't want to take care of me. And he's over here, why the hell is she getting pissed off at me all the time? But they never even talked about it in the first place. Half of these problems get fixed, just literally put it out there on the table, and they just talk about it and they figure it out half the time. But that's how I would approach it, because most of the time it's just that, as simple as that. Just talk about it. Put it out there.
What do you think people are afraid to talk about it sometimes? There's a lot of issues that people just don't bring it up. They just keep it to themselves all the time.
No, because they don't know. They don't know. It's just, they don't know. None of us have been taught about money. None of us.
Well, not just about money, but there's any questions.
No.
Most people don't come to their significant other with the questions that they want to ask. It's weird.
But that's a bigger thing for many reasons. But we're talking about financial now. Financial reasons why they don't bring it up.
Yeah.
They don't know. Because if I bring you up, well, how much do you pay? I don't know. How much do I pay?
Could be worse.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. I just barely know how to balance my checkbook. And then I had to learn it because you taught me.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So we don't know how to manage money. We never had money. So how do you know how to manage something you never had? We lived paycheck by paycheck when we were kids. So you never had enough to worry about it. Now, as a grown adults, now what we're doing, bringing in a financial expert to sit down with us, see what we're doing, have that person educate us on how money works and what's our best option for what we want to do in our lives. So ultimately, you want to retire at this is how much you have to spend and this is how much you have to put away. That's it. But we need an expert to come and teach us because our parents never taught us. Nobody taught us because we never had money.
No.
It's
And
true.
even when you don't have money, I think it's important to know.
No, of course. So when you do have it, but that's what happens with every lotto winner. That's what happens with every person that never had money. They just spend it thinking it's always going to be there, and that's not the reality. So you need financial experts to come and tell you, okay, realistically, you're only going to make money from here to here. Then your health is going to decrease, and now you're going to have to stop. So will you have enough money by then?
And then to pay for those bills.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, that's a real thing. I actually had I'll leave it generic because I want to
I think that's
protect
important.
their privacy. But I have a new couple, and they make a lot of freaking money, like a lot, well over 100, well over six figures, like well over, and they're living paycheck to paycheck.
Oof, over your
Literally
means.
over their means. And side note, that's actually a thing I read up on it. Apparently, 1 in 4 people making, I think it was $200,000 or over, are living paycheck to paycheck because they're not financially literate. They just spend all the money.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Like if ever, even now, like come on.
Yeah.
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 And you don't know what to do with it. Now you keep spending, and you don't understand that the government's coming.
Yeah. They always catch
right.
up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
They're coming. They want to know, where did it go?
I do too. Trust me. I want to know too.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Amazon.
That's
true.
There it is. There
it
it
is.
is. Now there.
Just see bank statements, half of it's just
That's true.
Amazon
And
by
it's,
itself.
and it's all of us,
Yes.
fortunately.
There it is.
Gabby's hiding over there.
Using other
I
accounts.
know. She's like, this is my happy place. I'm right there with you, friend.
It's hard.
Financially, how about financially paying the grandma sitter? Should the grandma sitter be paid? Because there was a story on TikTok, I think her name was Isabel Leiva, and she had a TikTok where she was taking care of her grandkids, but then she thought about it, and she's like, you know what, I'm still young. I should be able to go out there and find somebody for myself and have some fun, right? So she does. She goes out there, finds a man, and she's having a great time. So she decides, you know what, I'm not going to babysit your kids anymore because I want to have time for myself. She's still young. So the husband of her daughter said, then you can't see the kids anymore. He took away her privilege to see the kids because she decided not to take care of their kids.
No. It wasn't that. She just wanted a relationship.
She wanted a relationship.
But she wasn't saying
she
I
wasn't
won't take
like,
care
I'm
of the
not
kids.
ever going to take care of the kids. She was just like, I
Yeah.
want to be, like, she just wasn't going to be full-time with those
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
I want my own time.
But the husband wanted her to be full-time with those
The
kids.
daughter's husband.
Yeah,
Her
and
son-in-law.
was she getting paid? Do you remember? I don't know if she was getting paid for that. I don't
Regardless.
Yeah,
who
even
the heck-
then. Yeah, even then.
regardless.
think. Well, I don't know. I just want to put in another factor in there. But, like,
Yeah.
that's just the gist. He said, oh, so if you're not going to have full-time for the kids, then you're not going to have them at all.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have a relationship. You should
Yeah.
focus on your grandkids. That's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
That's what he told her.
That's your job now.
Wow,
As a
that's
grandma, that's your
crazy.
job.
Yeah, you should. I was like, that's inside the. Are you kidding me? No, get the hell out of here.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Damn, the audacity on this man.
The
to tell-
audacity.
Yeah, he's literally telling you can't have a life. You have to take care of my kids.
Yeah, like you don't have kids for your I hope Oli doesn't expect us to take care of her kids. Like that's the thing that we're gonna do it, but I don't want her to be like it's your job. No,
Yeah.
you have kids. You expect to take care of them yourself, and yeah, you figure out daycare for them, and hopefully grandma's available. But if grandma's not available, that doesn't mean you take the kids away from the grandma completely.
Yeah.
But also, I think parents should be paying for their daycare. If your mother is taking care of your kids, you should pay her.
Everybody gets paid.
Everybody should get paid because she
You're
wants to
getting
buy her
paid?
chuchulucos, right?
Yeah. But you're getting paid. She should get paid.
I'm getting paid.
Okay, and now look at it this way: if she wasn't doing it, would you be paying for it?
Yeah, a lot more.
Okay, then don't be
Don't be
messed up.
stingy.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't
be
be
stingy.
stingy. Pay moms.
Pay your
moms.
grandma.
Pay
Pay grandma.
Yeah, because if she wasn't doing it, you would be paying for
You
it.
know
so,
how lucky you are to have your grandma
Yes.
watching, like, or somebody close.
yeah, they will tell you.
Somebody close, right? Oh man, it is very priceless.
All right, what else?
All right, once divorced, you're out of the friend group.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at that.
Right? Look at that,
Everybody
4.
agreed. All 4 agreed.
Just
Check.
unanimous.
Absolutely unanimous. Once
You're
you're
done.
divorced, you're out of the friend group. You get out, dropped from the group chats. You
You
get dropped
outies.
from.
What's the reason for your outies?
Because my wife's gonna get mad.
That's
if you
right.
come around.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. I'm sorry. This is absolutely gonna happen. Why? I don't know. It's in their human nature. Women can smell other women that are married. I don't know, but it's just bad news. I know that's the same reason I don't have any of my friends' wives' phone numbers. I don't. I make it a rule. I don't even want your number. If I want to talk to, and it's not a machista thing.
Yeah.
It's not a machista thing. It's not that. It's just it'll never come up.
You don't want the drama.
There is never a doubt. There was, bro, I don't even have your number. So you can.
I'm not toxic like that. I didn't tell them, by the way.
Yeah.
Huh?
I didn't tell you to not put those. Actually, I was like, "Are you sure you should have them? What if something happens? You need to call them." He's like, "No."
No, I'm good. There's no need.
I love how when Richard takes pictures with his fans. No, it's okay.
I hear you.
No, but we need to hear you.
When Richard takes pictures with his fans, he puts his hands up.
Oh yeah,
It's like-
Messi does that too.
You got to do the Keanu Reeves
Yeah.
air float, hand float.
Oh yeah, you have to.
But you show them,
Especially
for
with
that same
kids too. Have you
reason.
noticed the clowns do that with
Yes.
kids too?
Yeah.
especially with kids.
Yeah.
You go like this, something, but no touching.
Yeah,
No
man.
touching. Dude, I'm good.
Well, I think about it like, I don't know, divorce, like usually, okay, they're looking at your marriage like, man, they're still together. I'm going to throw a wrench in there. Did you see what he said to you? As a friend, you know what I mean?
well, it goes back to what you were saying, Irvin. You hang around with people that you relate to, that there are healthy people. This person just got through a divorce. You understand?
Yeah.
She's probably looking at things very negatively. Something's going on with you. And I know maybe she doesn't do it on purpose, or he doesn't do it on purpose. It could be male or female. But all of a sudden, is the advice that they're giving you is not really that healthy. The shit that they're telling you is, let's go fucking drink, bro. Let's do this. Let's go party. Because you're divorced. And I'm pissed. So now you're egging me on to go where? Tijuana? Go get some Chinese
Strip
food?
club?
You know what I mean? Like,
I'll see.
and it's like, dude, that's not the friend you need right there. You need a friend that's married to go, look, I can't go and you can't go, bro. Let's just calm down. Let's go back home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need that friend. But if I start hanging out with my divorced friends, dude, I'm going to be divorced.
Yeah.
You ever hear that?
Yeah.
So that's why you're not invited to the potlucks anymore.
No
or the
more
party.
carne
No more carne asada. Sorry.
Oh.
Well, that's why they say misery loves company. Like, you want to be careful with who you're hanging out with,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess one of the things that because I've had people that hung around divorced, like you said, newly divorced, and they completely screwed up my patient because they went out of a breakup, and guess who went freaking drinking and one night stand, like the
Hanging
dumbest
out.
decision. And like, as I'm talking to the patient, she feels dumb, and I'm like, well, I'm not here to make you feel dumb. Like, let's talk about it. And one of the things I told her was like, what incentive does that friend have to make sure that you're happy in a relationship? She has no incentive. She's better off keeping you single with the stupid advice, just like her.
Because then you can both go rent an apartment together.
Of course, that's her
Saves
plan.
her half the rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, be mindful of the advice that you're getting from people. You know, don't take the advice of people who have a life that you don't want to live. Like, be careful.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. See?
Yeah.
Well, you know who else got divorced? Sofia Vergara.
Hey.
It's been a while. But it's
I got a
okay.
pass, bro. You didn't understand. I
I
got a pass. I got a pass, bro. That one I got a pass. And I'm in the business, man, so I could meet her anytime I can meet her. Red carpet, something, you know.
But you're too young for her. You're too young for her. 'Cause so was Joe. Let me tell you. You know why they broke up, though?
I don't want to have any kids. I have a vasectomy.
Oh,
I have a vasectomy. She has nothing to worry with me.
Y le gustan barbones
Y
también.
le gustan barbones, mira. Hey.
Mira.
And don't worry, I'll be divorced. They're not going to want to hang out with us.
But she likes 6 packs.
Huh?
She likes 6 packs, too.
No, pues ahí sí. Te la debo.
Well, anyways, she said they got divorced. Her and her husband were divorced because he still wanted kids. And she didn't. She already has her one. And she was done. Like, she's good for, like, the streets. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
No,
for the
but she
streets.
said,
Damn.
she said, no, I don't want any more kids. And, you know, he still wanted kids. So that was the reason for their split, which is nice, right? Like, she's like, pues ve, haz tus niños. Haz tus niños. But age is important, right? When you're finding a relationship, not just for you, but also looking at your partner getting together. What do you want? What's your future look like? Are your interests the same?
Yeah.
Do you want a long-term marriage? Do you want a short-term marriage just for fun? And what is it? What do you guys think about the appropriate age to have kids when you're married? Is it better to have them when you're young and then party when you're 45 out at the club? Or is it better to have them party early and then have kids when you're older?
Look, there's an exception to everything.
Right.
There's going to be couples that'll argue, look at me and my husband, and he's 20 years older than me, and we made it work, and we're great. And yeah, but that's you. And I'm pretty sure you really didn't party. And I'm pretty sure nothing was going on in your life. You know what I mean? You live in Kentucky in a 3-bedroom, like your neighbor's 8 miles away. You know what I mean? Like, relax. Relax. Of course you made it work. Of course. What else is there to do but make it work? All right? That's not what we're talking about. It all depends on who as an individual you are and what you want out of life. Mm-hmm. You understand? You want an old man that's breaking down by the time you're 30? That's what you're gonna get. There is no lying to you. There, you know what's coming. You did the math. Mm-hmm. You know how old you are, and you know how old he is. You know, so it's up to you. I don't care how you want to do it. Now, as a man, you go out and you marry somebody younger, way younger than you. That's a big mistake, because you're not gonna be able to keep her happy. She's going to whine and everything. And she's right, because she wants to do all of these things. And I feel like I got cheated. You got to do it and I didn't.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That's always going to be the resentment.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. You got to do it and I didn't. You got to do it and I didn't. Of course you want to go dancing because you already went dancing. Of course you don't want to go to concerts anymore. You already went to all the concerts. I see all the photos. Mm-hmm. See, it's literally like you had another life that had nothing to do with that other person. And they want to relate somehow. And they're not going to, because you're not going to go to a concert anymore. Yep.
Dang. It's dropping today.
No.
Well, that's important when picking a partner, right? Let's say you're picking a partner and you're at the club and, wow, she's so adventurous. She's just like me. We're going to be like this forever. Do you want that forever? Do you want your wife to be like that forever? Your husband to be like that forever? You're going to be 45 with 2 kids one day, 60 but with 2 kids and grandkids one day, and person still wants to party and you don't.
Or that person has that mentality that, oh man, she's so free spirited. Oh my God, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. And you're like, wait a minute, this is great for us single. Uh-huh. But once a kid comes in, is this what I want my kids to be around? This crazy nut? Yep. This free spirit, no shoe wearing, broccoli chewing. Like, do I need this in my life?
Or they're
like,
not around.
Can I see my, you know what I mean? Like, her feet stink and she won't shave her armpits. Like, is this what I want? Like, right now it's fine. We're young. Yeah. But so as a 53-year-old with hairy armpits and stinky feet, like, I don't know. Earthy. And just it won't change. Yeah. You understand? It was great when we were young and we were in a 1-bedroom sleeping on the floor. But now you still want to do that, but we've been married for 12 years. Like you grow and she doesn't.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you.
Sí me baño. Sí me baño.
No, you know what the crazy thing is though? More people put more effort into the commitment of buying a car than they do their like relationship, dude. Like people will research online the car, the reviews, the make, all this stuff. How much is it gonna cost? The interest rate. Like they research so much into a freaking car that they're only going to have for what, 5, 7 years, 10 years. Mm-hmm. They don't even put half that effort into the partner they choose moving forward. Like you said, like, oh, she's really cute. She's such a free spirit. In 5 years, you're not going to say that.
Dude, I have friends that go, you don't understand. We connect in a level. I don't want anybody like me. Do you understand? If there's somebody like me, I'm bad news. I don't like me. Imagine, like the decisions that I make, I need a balance. Somebody go, no, dummy, you're not going to do that. All right. Like, I don't need somebody to go, that sounds like a great idea. Let's go do that. No, I know what's good for me. I need something that's going to pull me back.
You need somebody to tell you no.
Yes.
Oh, stupid. Let's do this.
Yes.
Don't do that. You're going to die that way.
You're going to die, okay? Don't eat that. You're going to die. Okay.
Don't go that way.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
see, if I look, it's as simple as eating cheese with mold. If you look at it, if it's me, I go, I'll still eat it.
Richard,
and if it's somebody,
and I'm like, no, throw it away.
See, But if I have somebody else that's just like me, I still eat it. What do you think? I still eat it too. All right. I need somebody who goes, no, that's disgusting. Yeah. Cut that off.
Once bacteria, always bacteria.
Yes.
That's right.
Not the whole cheese. It's expensive.
That's a Richard. That's a Richard.
That's right.
You need an Irvin.
See, that's it. See, Gabby
That's
understands.
Richard too. Yeah, I know, but I'd rather not die.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Buchonas, for example, these girls that get all these operations, man, long term, where's that butt gonna go in 20 years? Where are those implants gonna go in 20, 30 years? And remember, you have to go in there and take them out and put new ones.
Every 10 years.
Exactly.
People don't think that.
No, that's maintenance. Do you financially, can you afford
You better
working
have
in
that money already.
Yeah, working in Culichi Town is not enough to cover those things. No, and that Marisco's restaurant is not going to give you the surgery. They don't have medical
You better
insurance.
make all them tips.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God. We saw one today. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Well,
Don't act like you didn't look. You
I
didn't
didn't
see
look.
it? I told you, look.
no. Don't need to look.
It's not a trap, babe. It's not a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap. I know it's a trap. You don't think I've never seen a trap before? That's a trap.
It's a trap.
Always like, oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, some of them are good. Some of them are good. Just 10 years from now, make sure you have that money. Lo voy a querer también, babe,
Sí,
okay?
no le hace, te las compramos.
Okay. Yo quiero.
Sí, te agarro la pompita. Something you just
Yeah, that's pretty weird, bro. Me and Gabby were talking about Andres Garcia the other day, and we were saying like, when you need a pompita, is that your body saying like, knock it off, bro? You don't need this anymore. It's part like
I think
that
you're
part of your
done.
life is done. Like, I think
Yeah.
you're done. Like, stop trying to be. I think it's a machista in somebody. Like, it's just like that culture.
Enjoy it?
Yeah, like, do you even enjoy it? Exactly. Do you enjoy it? Does that pompita?
Do you have a pompita? Or?
Well, look, as someone who has a pompita,
As a pompita.
Like,
No,
let's forget that.
Ambassador.
from what I remember, I don't think so. I don't
You
think you
don't-
actually.
I think it just makes you.
Honestly, it's really more for whoever you're with, like your wife or your partner.
And also too, like, for you to say like, I have to use this pompita and I've used it on so many women, like that is so gross. Like, I don't want to hang out with you, bro. Like, you use this with who? How many people? That's no.
I mean, it could be kind of romantic, right?
Nah.
Like the partner just.
You hear it?
You're like, I've never done this before with anyone else. You're the first.
3 or 4 pumps tonight. 3 or 4 pumps. 5. Oh,
Five.
shit.
Going for
Damn.
5. Stay alive.
He's going that pro mode.
Yeah.
Promo.
I got it on turbo, babe. I got it on turbo. Boom. And the tip of it just lights up red.
Have some accessories on
Terrible.
I don't care how handsome you are. I'm sorry. That thing kills it.
So
A
that's a
turbo?
deal breaker.
That's a deal breaker. Yeah, nah. I'd rather just get my own toy at that point.
No, and that's a different.
Wait, what?
Well, no, I mean, I know that some people have had it because they
Can't hear you unless it's some.
Yeah.
Oh,
like they needed not.
if you
Oh,
need it.
yeah.
not
Well,
because,
like,
like,
if you're young and maybe an accident or
Listen,
something.
I look at it as losing your hair. It's nature. It's nature telling you it's time, man. This is it. Like, let it go. Let it go gracefully.
Yeah. Just
That's
say
it.
bye. Just say bye.
Drink some
You can
vitamins.
maybe
You can
stroke
try
it
to
once in
fight
a
that
while.
way.
Stroke.
Yeah. You
I
can-
don't know. I'll help you.
I went to hair. You went straight. I say,
Your hair. Stroke
yeah.
your hair. What are you talking
You
about?
can use a little bit of shampoo.
A ver, ustedes mal pensados. Estamos talking about hair.
Yeah, I bet.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's change the
I bet.
subject. Let's change the subject. You guys are going way off track
All
here.
right. All right.
Are you guys going to charge your kids rent if they live with you?
Gabby, are you
Yeah,
gonna
Gabby, you're charging Nate rent?
Because yours is coming at first.
Yeah.
he knows already.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
He's going to get a job, a JOB,
He's gonna help with the bill.
and go to
Oh,
school.
okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right. Because Oli's going to have to pay rent.
Yeah.
But she already said she's going to the dorms, so
She's not.
Everybody, every kid says that.
I did, and I was
Every kid
scared.
Oh, you were scared?
Yeah, my dorm was a converted garage in South Central LA on 82nd Street that had a pit bull outside.
Oh, no, babe.
That's where I live.
You had numbered streets. You had it bad.
Yeah.
You had numbered streets.
Yeah, 82nd Street.
But why do you think you guys should charge rent? Charge your kids rent. Why do you think that's important?
Oh, it's really important, man.
How?
Why?
How does that help?
You're teaching them to be responsible. Like, nothing's free. Like, you have to understand that we'll put it this way. As a parent, your job is to get them prepared for the world. And you're kind of like the nicer version of the world.
Yeah.
But you at least get them prepared, you know, because nothing comes free. Like, I can't tell you how many kids that are Gen Zers who had parents that just did everything for them. They got their first job and they come to me complaining. Like, can you believe they told me? I'm like, yes, they're your boss. Of course they're supposed to tell you that stupid thing. You know, but they need to understand a couple things. Being responsible, so having a bill that they pay on time, that's teaching them something. But number two, that you are part of like a community or a bigger group, the family. Provide, be useful to other people too. You're not just someone who constantly takes. So I think those are important because when I got my first job, I think at 19, my mom basically said, your rent is going to be the electric bill. And I'm over here thinking, like, oh, that's not too bad. I was like, dude, we had like 8 people in the house. It was like $375. I was like, what the? Dude, that was like 80% of my first check. I was so like.
You had an expensive bill.
Wow.
Dude. It started you off high.
It was the summer. It was the summer, though, to be fair. It was the summer.
It was the summer conditioning.
Yeah, the AC. But no, but I appreciated it because I felt like, okay, like I got a taste of like, that made me think real quick, like, oh, bills are a thing. They exist. I need to make money. Like,
yeah, when your mom told you to turn off that light before,
oh,
it didn't matter, huh?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it mattered.
I turned off the AC real quick. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Just tell my parents, hey, turn it off.
He's going around the house turning off lights. Bro, sheesh. You guys are assholes.
You guys are watching TV after 10? No.
Yeah.
That's not acceptable. Pobrecito. They usually start you off with a trash bill, Irvin, just so you know.
Is it the trash bill?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
every 3
I'm
months.
over here thinking like,
Irvin was already like,
That's what I started on. I
No,
started
no.
with the trash
No.
and then the gas.
no, I was thinking, I was telling her like, I was like, I think I'd like to charge Nate like the water bill because it's not too high.
Water bill's
I don't think
good.
it's ever gone over 100. So I was like, no, that's good, you know? Like, I think that's a fair.
So when did this happen? How old were you?
I was 19. I got my first job, security, making like, what, $9 an hour?
Wait,
Yeah.
that was your
Man,
first
I'm old.
job at 19?
Yeah, security job.
Oh, shit.
I'll tell you
Like
my
a-
first day at work, though, real quick.
Oh.
It was downtown San Bernardino and Stater Brothers, the security guard in front. And not even 5 minutes, someone pulls a knife on me.
He's not
I was just like,
On your first day.
on my first day, 5 minutes in.
Wow.
Downtown San Bernardino, and I'm just like there. I wasn't even scared. I was just like this isn't even real. Like, this is a movie. Like, this
What
is
did you
so
do?
ridiculous. And I'm just looking at him, and he just kind of stares at me, and I'm just kind of like, is he for real? Like, did he just really? And he just kind of stands there. I'm like, okay. And then I walk inside. I'm like, hey, there's some dude with a knife out there.
They're like, yeah,
Well,
you're
that's your
security.
job.
Yeah,
That's your
literally.
job. Go get him.
Literally, he's just like, oh, we'll call the cops. Like, he was so annoyed, like, that I bothered him.
Yeah, that was your job.
Right? And well, no. Believe it or not, look, side note, as a security person, that's not your job. You know what your job is? You're a glorified camera. You just say, hey, there was a guy you make a report
That's
for the
it.
police. That's it.
Sucks.
They tell you, do not stop anyone. Do not touch
No,
anyone.
no, but call the cops. That's your job.
No. Yeah. That part for sure. That part
Then
for sure.
don't bother me.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Yeah.
like, that's your job. Like, of course I'm mad. I'm the supervisor.
Yeah.
I didn't want to know there was a guy with a knife outside. Thanks a lot.
I know.
These are the things that you hide from me so I can live better
That's
and
true.
come to work every day. Jeez.
He was only
No.
19, baby.
Yeah.
I know, I get it.
I know.
No.
No, but then I turn around, the guy's gone.
They always
What was he
leave.
gonna do anyways? Like, what did he want to steal from
Crack
you?
is a hell of a drug.
It
man.
really is, though.
Meth is just.
Oh my god, man! Yeah, you had a bunch of weirdos though, because I did Friday night in San Bernardino, the Stater Brothers.
Oh,
What
that
it-
sounds like a
but you
good
never
time.
had like another job as a kid, like a 16-year-old kid. You
Yeah.
never.
Oh
did
yeah,
that?
yeah. I used to help a little bit with construction with my dad to like make the cement by hand with the shovel. And I went a couple times. My uncle owns a landscaping business in Beverly Hills, and so we went to like a lot of the nice houses. The
And see
$1
all the
million homes, and
naked
put the-
rich ladies
Wow.
sunbathing.
I wouldn't say no naked.
He's
rich
out
ladies.
there. He's out there without his shirt on, all his shirts off. Just
With his wife beater
yeah, no. Eh?
y su toallita.
You like some lemonade? Oh my god, I can see it already. All
Oh
right.
man, what about you? What was your first job?
We've always worked. My dad had a metal shop, so we were always like, as soon as we got home from school, take your clothes off, get in here. Not clothes off, but your school clothes.
Wow.
Not really work. Really work naked. He cannot work naked.
That's a hard work. That's a hard job.
Richard, this is a safe
I did
space.
not know.
All right. So take off your school clothes. That's what I meant to say.
There.
There you go.
You said
School
all
clothes.
of your clothes.
Yeah. Oh, your school clothes. Come to the garage. We're about to like weld shit together naked.
Weld.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, weld naked. And so
Right.
We're gonna weld.
And so we would do that all the time.
Did
and
they
then,
pay you for that? Did your dad pay you?
yeah. I mean, paid us whatever he wanted. It wasn't like hourly, or it's like, here's $10, shut up, go in, or here's $5, or if he remembered, he'll give us something. That's it. But at 13, I remember my brother Victor got a job at 13 at the car wash, 12-hour days from
I remember that, yeah.
from 6 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon, 12 hours. Half-hour break for lunch.
Hold on, that's the weekends, right?
That was Friday, Saturday. No, the weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay,
That's
I
it.
was
Saturday
like,
and
he's
Sunday.
at
That's
school
it.
still.
No,
Yeah.
we were working the 12 hours. So Saturday and Sunday,
Wow.
you work 12 hours and you're washing cars, dude. Your feet are soaking wet. You're wet. It was just horrible. And he gave us $20. So
Whoa,
we would
so you
make
were like-
$40.
you were
But for a
like, what?
13-year-old in the early 90s,
That's a lot.
I was like, all right, it's like making $100 a week and something like that.
Yeah.
Now money. That's not bad. And so my mom then grabbed my brother and said, okay, ahora dale $10 a Ricardo para que él también se compre unos pantalones. But it's my money. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're going to have to give him some money.
And
Because
you're
your brothers
And you're like-
and you're supposed to help each other. Yeah. And then I got a job there. And then when I made my money, okay, now give your brother now money.
You're like, what?
What? Yeah, ¿te acuerdas cuando te dio a ti, Víctor, a ti? Ahora tú le vas a dar a él. Oh, okay.
And then your next brother got a job
And that's
there.
it. Yeah, and then after that, once we got regular, like 9 to 5, and like Chuck E. Cheese, that's when we were getting a paycheck. He said, ahora sí, everybody break down. Everybody paid rent. So we always knew we had to pay rent. So by the time I wanted to leave at 18, I was like, what's the difference? I pay rent here, I'll pay rent over there.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same thing. I'm already paying rent. So it was so easy for me to get out of the house. So if you want your kid to get out of the house, charge him rent. And go, man, for $100 more, I can live in my own spot. Yeah, you can. Whenever you like.
There you go.
You
And then
you want to
like,
get your
bye.
kid out of your house as soon as possible, charge him rent. Because they'll do the math and go, man, I can live with this kind of money I'm paying my mom and dad. I can live somewhere else nice.
Yeah.
All right, then there you go. Get your ass out.
I'm done.
Yeah, done.
Man, I had it good then. I just worked at La Vista Market and I was 15. Down the street, walked there. I was out by 9 after school from 5 to 9. My mom picked me up. She'd go walk, pick me up, walk back home. It was great. I was cashier.
Yeah. We were selling the pre-rolls on the side, just the negritos
Babe,
in the car wash.
why you gotta bring it back to drugs?
No, because I know it was nice, but we had perks too. That's all I'm saying. At the car wash,
You know?
when you go to the negritos cars, they always leave the weed butts.
And you're like, what?
So I'm the vacuum guy. So I would go,
The roaches?
and I would get the roaches and I would put them to the side to pre-roll another joint from all the roaches that I collected.
You'd open them up?
Yeah, I opened all of them up and they get really sticky. And then I would just make one joint and then just sell it at the end of the.
You would sell that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
No, they would buy it. The other car wash guys would buy it.
Well, I would get free conchas.
Oh, well,
Damn.
whatever. You were sleeping with the carnicero, so that's why.
I was not. We were dating.
You were dating the carnicero.
I wasn't that kind of floozy. Anyways, do you have any dating advice? Like planning advice? Should you be the only one planning as a husband?
That's the dating advice. You're horrible at this question.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
No, any dating advice. Yes.
That's what I said. Any dating advice, sir.
Yes, plan the date. That was going to be the
So
advice.
You're
You
telling
said-
me?
No, you don't get it. Plan that. That's a good thing. If you're going to have date night, imagine surprising your wife and telling her, I got it. Don't worry about it. Just dress like this and have this ready. That's it.
That's the best.
That's the best. You're like, oh my God, where are we going? Don't worry about it.
No?
Just get dressed.
Gabby's shaking her head. You
No,
scared?
Gabby, you've had that before?
Has he planned this before? You don't like
Yeah,
plans?
she doesn't like plans.
She
At
doesn't
all.
have plans.
She just
Okay, well,
doesn't.
make sure that your spouse likes plans.
Yes.
I do. Yeah, I like it. If Richard tells me tonight we're gonna go somewhere, you're gonna wear this. It's gonna be like be ready at this time. We're leaving. Oli's already taken care of. Like somebody has a babysitter for her. Let's go. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
You're like, you're good.
Yeah, I don't have to plan anything. Great.
No.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great. Let's go.
No,
Like,
it's a
as
good
long
idea,
as I don't
though.
have to plan it,
Yeah, that's a good.
I'm a really bad planner.
Imagine, male or female. Imagine
Yeah.
a guy gets home from work, goes, "Babe, I got everything. Your clothes is already on the bed. That's what I want you to wear. I already got reservations done. This is this.
Or not even just have it on the bed. Just tell her like dress warm, dress with a long sleeve, dress with
Sure.
like wear a dress.
Yes, if I ask you, pick something that looks like this.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you want me to look like something, grab it from my
for you,
closet.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
For you, yeah.
Me
Yeah.
go
Here
boom.
you go.
That's because I might even fuck that up. Right? So you want this to go good. I show up with a tuxedo and white socks. You know what I mean? That's me.
no.
That's how I roll.
I know the tube socks,
Yes.
black shoes, tube socks.
I'm that
Aw,
guy.
Every time I see that, I'm like, oh, pobrecito.
No sabe.
No sabe. Nadie le dijo.
Yeah.
That's the worst. But I like to be told. But vice versa. Like if Richard tells me to plan something, I'm always like, I don't know. I hate planning. I'm the worst planner. And Richard's like, yeah, you did good, babe. And I'm like,
What am I supposed to tell her?
I tried, babe.
What am I supposed to tell her?
I tried.
I mean, Richard, is it important for you for her to do that? Like those spontaneous things? Like, do you like that, or you're like, I could care less?
I could care less.
Oh, there you go.
I got lucky.
No, because look, sometimes there's a person that's like really great at planning and they come up with great ideas. The other person not
Richard.
so much.
Girl,
Like,
if
Yeah,
I-
Richard's a great planner.
if I can, for me personally, like I'll roll with the punches. Whatever she tells me, I'm all right. Good.
Yeah.
We're doing that.
That's
All right.
Richard. So easy.
Find a way to just.
Thank God.
You know, but I think I don't know. I mean, most guys are kind of easy like that too, though, right?
Yeah.
We're like we're not at least. I know I'm sure there's bougie guys that get
Yeah,
kind of
that's
annoyed
true.
or something, but I think most guys are pretty like.
Are you like that too?
Yeah, I'm
chill.
very flexible. So whatever, like we can plan something, and then last minute she's like, "No, I really don't want to do that.
Okay.
I really don't care."
Yeah,
I
he's
was
the
like,
same.
"Okay, like I'll go with it."
Nice. Very nice.
Any more questions?
I have another question.
Yes.
I actually have two more questions. And still within the dating. Do you agree with going out on the first date that's when you know your like everything you need to know about your significant other for the future? You think everything you need to know about your other person is there when you go on your first date, or do you think that's not real?
Irvin.
I would say have a really, really good idea of like, because most of the time I tell most of my patients have like a list, preferably if you can, just so you have an idea, like write it down. What the hell are you looking for? Are you looking for a husband? Are you looking for someone that could step in to be like a stepdad? I mean, like whatever your situation is, you really need to understand what you're looking for. And that way, just by having that list alone, you start filtering out a lot of people because naturally they're not going to fit kind of what you're looking for. So at least that's one way to kind of filter out. That way, by the time you get to a first date, you have an idea. But then that's when you start looking at other things like, again, right? Are there any red flags? And are those red flags bad enough for you to want to get out, or can you work with them? Because red flags isn't always a bad thing like run for the hills. It could be someone who maybe they just suck with money, but they're very open-minded.
Yeah.
Okay, I can work with them. I can work with that.
I I agree with you making a list and making sure that they meet your criteria. Now they met the list. This person is perfect. Except they don't love me.
Yeah, I mean, that should probably be on the list.
Do you understand? But we try to push the agenda.
Sure.
And go,
that's the problem.
because he fits the list. Like he's a great stepdad. He's this. He's reliable. He's this. Yes, but he doesn't love you.
Exactly.
Sure.
And I think that's where you don't look at the list. Look at the person. They're telling you who you are, but you have to decide, am I okay with good and bad? Because we don't want to look at the bad at all. We don't want to even acknowledge it. We'll look at a person. We don't want to acknowledge all the bad. We want to look all the good. We want this guy to win. We're already cheering for him because he met these 4 or 5 criterias. But there are also these that, does he love me? Is he going to be interested in me? Am I the kind
Is
of
he
person?
attracted to you?
Is he attracted to me?
It's
in
okay
all
if they're
these
not,
things.
but also know that.
Yes, or is this just a friendship? Is he looking for a commitment? See, I know I went out there looking for marriage and a stepdad, but that's not what he was looking for. He was looking for a one-night stand.
Yeah.
And so I know I'm trying to fit all this criteria. So don't go with your list. Go with your gut.
Or maybe
go out
he
there
was just looking for the friendship.
and have fun. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And if it's a booty call, if you want to, have a booty call. What did I say? You're an adult. You can do whatever you want if that's what he wanted to.
Yeah.
Those booty calls can turn out to be a big long marriage. It was one of those things. Once he's with you, maybe that's his one of his criteria. He says, "Man, that pune is tight. I've never had this. Oh my god."
What about the reverse of that? What if there is no booty call? And there's none of that.
Ooh,
What do you mean?
What if they're just hanging out with you because they like you as a person,
but nothing physical.
but they don't want the physical?
Well, yeah, that's probably where you should talk. I mean, are you guys dating?
Yeah, we're dating. Well, I think we are.
See,
Well,
that's the
a
problem, right?
That's where you got to talk. Like,
Yeah.
what are we
That's the
doing?
problem. But what if they
Yeah.
tell you,
They just,
I just want to hang out?
nah, bye.
Bye. Peace out.
Bye.
Gabby says, peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out, homie. I'm going to go find me somebody else.
Yeah, because
Because what you want is different than what the other person wants, right?
what we talked about it the other day, how people outgrow each other because the perspective of what they had of that person is no longer the same perspective. The way I look at you is the only way I look at you. He doesn't look at you like I look at you. We all look at each other differently, and there's something that I expect from you.
Yeah.
And when you don't meet my expectations anymore, I feel out of touch from you.
Yeah.
And we don't have anything to relate to, and I don't have any need for you, and you don't have any need for me. Same thing with relationships. That's it. Once the perspective they had of me is not there anymore, okay. I'm no longer that boyfriend. I'm no longer that friend. I don't see you that way anymore.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
And you know, if I could add as far as the list, when it's maybe appropriate to use it. Richard, you're right. Number one, you have to see if there's chemistry. But that's why, I guess maybe that's why I didn't mention it, because I guess it's so like
Obvious.
obvious.
Yeah.
But I'll say it anyway, because sometimes people
Don't.
they don't
just
take it. So
think-
let me say it. I tell girls do the list because 90% of the time they already start dating a guy because they like him. He's cute. He's this. He's that. Like the chemistry is there. That's where I tell girls, okay, cool. Put feelings to the side. Now you know you like them. That's great, and they like you back. They're showing interest. Now get that list out and see, is this a good match for the most part? You know, at least so you could think, because like, what if he's perfect? Boop, 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 he doesn't want to get married, have a family, and that's a big one for you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how much you like him. You really need to think about that
That's
one.
a big deal.
That is a big deal, at
That's
least
forever,
for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh.
man. Okay, things to think about. And then lastly, this is a big one. I think this is a big one, and I saw this on TikTok. First of all, should a man should never hit a woman, right? Ever. Is it okay when a woman is beating on him? Or should they just be like, no?
As a man that's been abused,
By me?
don't laugh. Don't laugh. This is not funny.
Because when you say your jokes on stage, right?
Yeah.
When you talk about your abuse,
But should a man is it ever justifiable to hit a woman? Would you ever? That's a better question. Because
Gabby's
we
like,
can't we can't be general about this because people are different. With you, Irvin, would you ever find it necessary or valid for you to hit a woman physically?
I don't see myself, but if the situation comes up, I don't know how I'm going to react. Like, what if she's coming at me with something? I'm thinking, oh, I'll wrestle her down. I was like, no, I just punch her. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
So it depends, but I'll say, like, my initial answer is no, but I know there's a caveat somewhere there.
Yeah.
Like, given the right circumstances, I'm sure I would have to do something. But naturally, that would not be my go-to if I had any power to do that. But, yeah, I mean, I think you gave a great example. Like, but what if they punch you? Like, just from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like a sucker punch or something. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I find those to be learning moments.
I'll tell you something. I'm not going to hit someone and expect not to get hit back. I don't care if you're a man or a woman.
yeah, that's fair.
As a woman.
That's fair.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to put my hands on anybody and expect my hands or me just to be like, oh, okay. Like, I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I'm going to expect to get hit back.
Oh,
And I tell my kid that too. If you're going to touch somebody, expect somebody to hit you back.
I get sucker punched by a woman. I got slapped by a woman. And I did it when I was in high school.
Oh, I know.
This girl just comes up to me, starts screaming, blah, 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 all dramatic. And she thought it was just, she was just going to lay one on me. And then she thought this was the movies. And she thought maybe I was going to sit there and rub my face and go, oh, no. She went, pow, and pow. I mean, it was like simultaneously. She went, bow, and bow.
A reaction. And when you live with 4 other boys.
Yeah, you know how to. So when I saw, she was like, ah. I was like, that's right, bitch. Today you learned a lesson. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Because it's. And she said, you hit me. I said, oh, I'm sorry. It's because you hit me. That's just that's what I do. That's my reaction. You hit me, I'm going to hit you.
I didn't look at you as a woman. I just looked at you as somebody that hit me.
Yeah, exactly. So today will be a learning lesson.
Oh, my
You know what I
God.
mean? Don't hit me. Don't hit me. I would never. I'm telling you this right. I would never hit a woman. Never. You never put your hands on me. I will never put my hands on you ever. I can assure you that. That's it. But you put your hands on me, I'm
like there's this. I don't know if you've seen that video on TikTok at the airport where a woman gets fired and she's like, "Let me get my stuff," and they keep telling her, and nobody even in the comments are listening, and they keep saying, "We're gonna give you your stuff. Just calm down, like relax."
But
she's like fighting and like throwing. She's trying to push away and trying to jump over the little
counter,
the counter bar, and chairs are flying. Chairs are flying, and she's like really going in there, and they keep calm down. They're calling the cops now, but she's not listening, and she like throws punches at the manager, and so the manager like throws her down, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, he should get arrested." But I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, they told her you're gonna get your stuff. Second of all, you're throwing punches. What do you expect? You want him just to stand there and just let himself get punched? I don't agree with that. Yeah. That's just me as a woman. If I am throwing punches, I'm gonna expect to get thrown punches back. I don't care who you are. Yeah. Like I don't believe in man or woman. Just don't hit.
I don't think anybody should hit. Period.
Don't hit. Yeah, and listen. You're so up and you're so in your mind. You're so ready to do what you want to do that you're not listening, and you're just going for whatever you need. But they're literally saying, "Well, you're gonna get your stuff. You're gonna get your stuff." But nobody in the comments heard that either. Apparently
not.
So,
anyways, so yeah.
I have a question, and this is for everybody that's watching us. My manager approached this after the Covina theater show, the Laugh Factory, and he's really excited to putting on together a summer tour this summer. So we're going to work out on our routine on stage, answering questions. So are you ready, bro? Is this something? Because I want to ask you here because, remember, your wife is here too. And I would love to know, and you can make that mic, it pivots. Gabby, come here. Come here. And this is how we're going to end this show, Gabby. So, you understand? Right now, he's just Irvin. He's just Irvin, family, marriage, therapist. You know what I mean? That's it. But this summer, he's going to be Irvin. The healing part. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be that type of everybody's going to want pictures. See, I put my hands up here. If Irvin's hands are not up there when he's taking pictures with people, are you going to get upset? Are you going to expect him to put up his hands too? What are we talking about? Are you going to be able to handle it? See, Rocio's been living with this for like 12, 13 years. This is all going to be new to you. Are you ready, girl? Are you ready to share this man? Because that wasn't the deal. When you guys first met, that wasn't the deal. Now we're talking about celebrity status. Now TMZ is gonna come around, take pictures. You guys are.
She's laughing.
Yeah, they're laughing. I'm telling you, and it's gonna be crazy. Fans all over the place. Are you okay, Gabby, with sharing him with the world?
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
Because Rocio's gonna hold me down.
Yeah.
Is that how she? What, from killing him? Hold you down from killing him?
Yes.
From the bitches.
The bitches.
Yeah. No, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
He's around women all the time anyway.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Celebrity status.
See.
I don't know. We'll see when we get there. We'll see how he acts. Don't let it go to your head, babe.
Those women that are around him want to be him. The women that are going to be around him now want him. It's different. I tried, bro. I tried. I really tried.
Richard,
I tried everything,
we
bro.
talked about it.
No, it's not going to work, bro. She can care less. I can see it.
I was Just trying to see her to get a little
All
jealous.
right. I wanted to record this so we can have it on record. You said you were cool with it. 'Cause you can't get mad, girl. That's it. It's once you enter that world, that's it.
It's gonna come in, girl.
It does.
Money,
It does
money,
come
money.
in. She's like, man.
And we're gonna sell the soul.
So,
Yeah.
No,
Nah.
come on now.
It's not that bad, but it is going to be such a great show. I'm so excited for it. We're going to tour it. So get your date night ready. Get your babysitters ready. Now we told you to pay Nana when she's babysitting. Yeah. You're supposed to pay her. So it's okay. There you go. What happened? Oh, no.
It's just flashing.
It's just flashing. All right, guys. So that's it for today. I have shows coming up in March. I'll be March 2nd. I'll be at Bellflower. Also on March 13th, we'll be at the Ontario Improv. And on the 22nd, I'll be at the Ice House. At the 17th, I'll be at Dry Bar in Utah doing a special. And on the 15th, we will be in Las Vegas at Wise Guys Comedy Club. So those are our dates coming up. Irvin, anything you want to announce or anything you want to talk about before we leave?
No, that's it. Just I think I've been doing the which one?
The 13th of October, you're going to be there, right? That's our
March?
yes.
March
13th.
Yeah, March 13th, I believe so. I'm going to have my coworkers come because they've been bugging me about wanting to go.
Oh,
so we're going to have fellow therapists in the crowd.
That'll be fun.
Liar!
I know.
That's not how we do it.
That's not what we do. We don't get tips. What the hell? We don't get tips.
Why is he getting free drinks up there?
I know. What the hell? That's not therapy, you hack.
I know. They're going to be your hecklers.
I know. Hating. All right. So that's it.
All right.
Girls.
Follow all of Humor and Healing on social media accounts, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
Irvin knows
A little bit of healing.
A little bit of healing.
And Richard Villa.
At Richard Comedy. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye, everybody.